It's Harry Box, the Technical Trader. It's Thursday, the 13th of March, and because I did the swing trade review yesterday, I'm going to do a regular Tech Trader charts of the day today. BABX Chinese play has had a monster move and literally has tripled 200% in about 6 weeks, 14 to 45. And the pullback consolidation over last month is set it up for another leg and maybe a breakout to new all-time highs. If we do that, might very well see something in the 50s or 60s. Could be a monster. This is the ETF for BABA. Gold moving. GDX experienced a significant breakout today through triple top resistance. It's probably headed for a test of 44, maybe 47 next. Intel, with a big news on a new CEO, exploded on 244 million shares. That's $250 million today. He had a breakaway gap above the moving averages and lateral price resistance. There is some resistance next at 25, that's your target, followed by 26 3/4, 27, and then maybe back to 29, 9.5. LFWD had a big day today, exploded. I wanted to show it to you. Big volume traded. The stock had a gap here, resistance, the top there, resistance. Well, guess what? It went all the way through it and then died. This is off my list. Sorry, I forgot to exclude this one. Let's move on to MGTX. Beautiful chart. Long downtrend, big base. Breakout today on a monster volume. Popped from 668 to 849. Finished at 818 up 177, a 28% gain, 6.3 million. 7.1 total. That's the biggest volume we've seen in this stock in years. And it comes out on a breakout day. I'm looking now for $9. ALSN in the gold sector, Nugget, which we like because it's a double bull, has broken out. It's probably headed to 61 and then 65.6. My next targets. QBTS has quantum stocks recovering. It's now up 3 days in a row from the 440 range to 7. Closing 695. That was up $1.13, almost 20% today. 136 million shares. We get to resistance, and your next target would be 820.22. Then you're looking at 11 again. Another one in that group is QMCO, which had a big run up, a large falling wedge, multi-week, multi-month decline. Today snapped out of the falling wedge with a pop from 1123 to 1543 for 4 points and then backed up. But it closed up 372, a 33% gain. Volume was 4.2 million. And if we can get up through 1740, which is your next target, then maybe you can see 20. RGC, spectacular explosive pop today. Literally went from 430 to 1660 and went up, quadrupled, and then back way off. Volume was a hefty 24.9 million, sorry. And this is a potential now for a move if it gets to today's high all the way up into the 20s. That's it on the long side, other than TZA, which now with the market running down, the ultra short for the IWM small cap index has gone from 1186 to 1819 in the last 2.5, 3 weeks. Now my target's going to be 19.5 tomorrow. That's where key resistance is. Let's go over some shorts, boxer shorts list. We'll start with ALSN, which I put out recently. Broke its wedge today and dropped from 100 to 92, finishing up right at the low for the day, down 445. A good start for this one. A little bit of support right here, maybe, but the next target is going to be down near 85. KAVA continues to roll over from that head and shoulder breakdown, and it's got hammered from 148 to 74 in half in the last 6 weeks. If it breaks here, we're looking at 59.60. Deckers imploded one day back in the end of January, went from 223 that one day to 169, and then just kept dropping. 117 today. Ugly, but oversold. GoDaddy. Now this one very similar to ALSN in that it broke down, had a wedge or a coil. This one broke down, had a coil, hasn't broken out yet to the downside. It might, and if it does, 158.60 and then 148.50 would be targets. GCOS has gotten crushed with a breakaway gap and broken its trend line of support all in one day and just kept dropping. Looks really ugly. I would say I need bounce back up into the 110-12 range. Might be a short in the 80s. Harrow has been a tech traded swing short since it broke down of a hidden shoulder type top and formed a wedge. This one's dropped from 43.68 to last week's low of 21.5 and doesn't look like it's done yet. Louisiana Pacific broke a long uptrend, formed like a hidden shoulders, broke down from the bear wedge. That one's a tech trader swing short, or it should be. I don't believe I'd put it out there. What a beautiful bear wedge. Look at what it did from there. 102 to 88, and now looks like it could be headed to 80. Lululemon is a tech trader swing short as it came down, formed the bear flag again. That one broke, snapped back, and it's been down every day for the last 6 sessions in a row, and 8 out of 9. On support or near it, if it breaks here, we're looking at something in the 275 area. With housing stocks down, the ETF for the housing group NAIL continues to drift lower. Today, rolling over another 5 points or 8%. My next target is 57 and 55. IMPINJ, which has been a tech trader swing short since it broke down and formed the bear wedge and then formed another one there, has come from 190 to 84. Over a 106-point drop in the last few months, and it doesn't look done yet. My next target, 73. Restoration Hardware rolled over, broke its trend line, and then just got imploded. It's dropped from 385 to 217. That's 160 points in about 6 weeks. Yes, it's way oversold. SIG, one of my favorite stocks to short. I hate this company. Signet Jewelers bear flag was right there at about 59. It's dropped down to 47. Actually, today's low is 45.5. Don't know if it's done yet. It's pretty ugly short term, however. UHS broke a trend line after forming a bear flag and formed another one. Now it's rolling over. Looks to me like this one could be headed for around 145. It's 163 last. And lastly, Weatherford, WFRD has been a tech trader short since it broke down and formed the bear wedge back in August at around 104. Cut this one in half to 52. As you can see, it's pretty ugly. It's a long-term support. If it goes any further, you might see 42, but I would cover it down this range. And that's it for tonight. Some longs and short at thetechtrader.com in a rough market. Talk to you tomorrow.